right, just about set to go. Showing the slab in today's game, Brandon Walter. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Here's Kyle Tucker. First pitch, not close. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. And that chops in for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Packed house here at Daikin Park. On at first, nobody out.
We got full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
First and second, no outs. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Good power, not great in the OBP department. No outs, runners at first and second. Ground ball left side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Swanson digs in.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
Way upstairs, ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
No, that's down.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 1 out.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Take the base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Booth. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Slap the other way, foul. Grounder might be 2. Over to second for 1. Not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. First pitch, and he just misses.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
In there at the knees for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Nico Horner. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Paredes to second, pulls him off the bag.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
So bases all loaded up. And next for the Cubs, Justin Turner. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Turner
Ball 1,
with
no
just
strike.
1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
In the dirt.
1 ball.
And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Got him. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Dyken Park. And on the hill in this one, Chris Flexen. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And that one fouled off. Flexen. He's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. The shortstop takes the ball.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. His 12th of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And a foul ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And that's fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Ball, that's inside.
Drilled out towards left center field. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One out, runner at second. Cam Smith will hit next. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Jake Myers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. Kicks and deals. Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down.
No,
And
that's
there's a
low.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. The 2-2 now.
We got a full count.
This one in the dirt. Victor Caratini in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Caught and missed. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the second inning now from Daikin Park. It's the Cubs 2 and the Astros 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, so up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Walter back to work. And that drops in for a strike. And a breaking
that's
ball
off the
misses
plate.
outside. Inside.
that's off the plate.
And that's ball 2. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, out towards left center. Corrals it. 1 down. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. 1 out, bases empty. And it's fouled away.
Nope, that's down.
Pitch misses
That's ball
there.
3.
3-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Count is 3-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw.
He's in there. He's safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. That's inside. He goes down looking.
Oh, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just putting the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Suzuki in the box now. No balls in a strike.
0-1.
Slice the other way and foul. A changeup missing. Now 1-2. Popped up. Paredes sizing this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. Cubs leave one. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Victor Caratini. Just missed. Tap foul at the plate. That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's Christian Walker. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play, so when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Boyle's a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Caratini, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's a rocket into the outfield. The relay, he's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Taylor Trammell trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tying run in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Nice job behind the plate there. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
2 on, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
And that one fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Runners on first and third, 2 away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. That is the inning. 2 left for the Astros, and our score remains 2-1. On to the third inning. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Dansby Swanson. Ball 1 on the pitch inside. Swanson goes 6'1", batting in the cleanup spot. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Strike one. Check swing, called strike. In the air, right side. Smith flying after this one. Lunges, but can't make the catch.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
And he's back in easily. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hits the corner, and the count is 0-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Runner
on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that's
inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line to left, and
Nope,
that's
foul ball.
just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Not
2-2
close
count.
with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner at second. On the ground to third. Paredes fires over to first. And there are 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So here's Horner now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That one the other way. 3rd out. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Astros 1. Back here in Houston, down the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these
0-1's
Astros
the
did a
count.
great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at bats out of him. He's only
Gets dirty. The throw. And they get the out.
third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions, hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Altuve swings and connects deep to left, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Cam Smith now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a curve is down and in. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Shota Imanaga up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Altuve, the runner at second with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chris Flexen departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the 3rd. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-1. And that is out of play. Two outs. Stays alive. Oh, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Vic Caratini at the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. And that misses off the outside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch, and that will end the inning. And we're back. And now here is Justin Turner.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Swing and a ball popped up. Altuve hauls it in for the out. One up, one down.
Up next with the club, third baseman Matt Shaw.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the batting order turns over. Ian Happ up to hit. That's a strike. 0-1. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball.
That's ball two.
Tapped softly on the ground. Throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in Houston, and here's the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
Swinging a foul straight back. Now 1-1. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Yainer.
And now the catcher comes up to here. Yainer Diaz. A single his first time. That catches the outside corner. 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. And stepping in for the Astros, Taylor Trammell.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
2 out, space is empty.
That's outside.
Liner, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trammell off of first with 2 away. On the corner for a strike, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. The 2-2 on the way. On the outside corner, got him looking. One left for Houston. They're down 2-1. Back here at Dyken Park, all set for the start of the inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Walter back to work. Right down the chute. It's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Brown up and loosening in the pen. Valdez also throwing. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses the zone. 2-2. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, fed it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Dansby Swanson stands in. A walk, and he's also singled. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers on the move. Makes the grab, and that is a big first out. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The 1-1. And it's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. And that just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brandon Walter gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Hunter Brown.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So bases loaded with one away. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
Ball.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Next offering is in for a strike. Tucker, the runner at third. Suzuki at second. Crow Armstrong at first. One gone. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one out. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, two outs, inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That misses.
Oh, that's out.
1-2 the count.
That's a really good take.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. Foul. And it's just foul. That was close. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Great back and forth in that at bat. He'll play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Altuve in the box now. Takes strike one. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground. But that rolls foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one is inside ball one. 1-2 now. Altuve waits. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's downstairs. The count now 2-2.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Cam Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Cam Smith. That one misses, and that is ball one. On the ground to the left, down the line, and it's foul.
Now pitching for the
Cade
Chicago
Horton,
Cubs.
ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that drops in for a strike. Pitch misses. Now 2-2. Good eye right there. Jake Myers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4 to a board.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros.
Fastball high and tight right there. A scary combo. I tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved.
Victor Caratini up next for the Astros.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Line drive. Base hit. 1 run in already. Throw into third. In there safely. Run comes in from second. It's a 2-run single. It's 3-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker.
Runner, yes,
There
yes.
goes the runner. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. First and third, 1 down. Inside just missed. In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caratini into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard some more.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Outside low, ball 3. Right side. Tosses to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
Outside.
Caratini on third with 2 out. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Misses
Ball
with
3.
the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Taylor Trammell up next for the Astros. 2 outs with a runner at third. And there's the automatic. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hack gets under it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Fly ball to right. Suzuki makes the play, and that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 4 and the Cubs 2. Back here in Houston, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Nico Horner. There's a strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Jordan Weems appears to be getting loose. Abreu warming up as well. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Ball one.
That one misses, and the count is 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's JT at the dish. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the
Turner goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering upstairs. Foul ball there. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2. The Astros holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down the third baseman, Matt Shaw. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swung on, belted. Going back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Rips one to right. Smith pulls that one down, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 4 and the Cubs 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Taylor Trammell. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
Yeah, it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cade Horton won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Ryan Brazier into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. And that's
Off the plate,
outside.
ball one.
And that's ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball left side, and it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Paredes now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second.
No ball.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Line and a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner takes off, and first offering is fouled off. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Double play
ball, 2
situation
strikes.
here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Two balls.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. Paredes stands at first with 1 out. Struck him out looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Cam Smith. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the inning. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's 5-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Weems.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Kyle Tucker digs in now. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 3. There's the strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. To second, that's 1. To Walker, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Astros 5 and the Cubs 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That's too low, and that's ball 1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Victor Caratini. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Ball 1 there.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Misses off the plate. It's 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Bounce to 3rd. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one outside,
that's out.
And that is ball one. Walker off of first with 2 away.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the Astros lead 1. They're still out in front 5-2. We're at the top of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Weems back to work.
Nope.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch
Count
there.
1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. And that
That's ball 2.
misses. And it's 2-1. Just
ball
missed.
3.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult
that's a
play,
ball.
and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Fly ball down the line. And that
that's
drops
foul.
foul.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Comes through with the RBI. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing, not get beat by that pitch. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Hit in the air out to center field. Myers makes the grab, one down. Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Michael Busch.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, John Birdie.
John Birdie.
Fastball is outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Kelly on third. Birdie over at first with 1 away. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that one is inside. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
The count's full.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores on the play.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jordan Weems out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Brian Abreu. He's been so good against lefties. Two on, 1 out. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ, the Happ Daddy. And fouled off.